like to welcome everybody to our December the 14th and last meeting of the year. Appreciate you being here tonight. I'm going to ask Commissioner Wallace to lead us in the prayer and the pledge. If you'd like to stand and join us.
If you'll bow with me, please. Dear Lord, we come before you tonight with heavy hearts, asking you to please protect those that were in the lines of all the tornadoes. And Lord, just be with them, protect them, encourage them. And dear Lord, just let them know that you're present, that you are present. And dear Lord, also our hearts are very heavy this week with the passing of Fred Taylor, who was such a community leader and a dear friend to most of us. And dear Lord, we just ask you to be around him, encourage him and his family. And dear Lord, we also want to make sure that we all remember the real reason that we celebrate Christmas, the birth of your Son, Jesus Christ. And dear Lord, we ask that you be with each of us tonight, with each decision we make. And dear Lord, just let us make those decisions and those be pleasing to you. As in the holy name. Amen. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Commissioner Wallace, for that. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Maxey, second by Commissioner Waters to approve the agenda. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters? Yes. Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
We have several people tonight who have signed up to speak at our public participation section. I remind you that you have 3 minutes and the time will show so that you can see where you stand. We appreciate you being respectful of that time frame. Our first person for public participation is Layla Shipman.
Good afternoon, Layla Shipman, 109 Lookout Circle. This message is from both me and Jamie Palmer. Jamie first wanted to say that he was sorry that he could not attend this meeting in person as he had originally planned. We wanted to publicly say that though we may not always agree with your decisions, we fully support this commission and its continuous efforts to make our community, our home, something better, a better place. At the last meeting, Jamie mentions a gentleman said something that infuriated him to no end, so he felt it was necessary to tell you all, or have a surrogate to tell you that he fully supports you as I do. I am thankful for your friendship and your leadership, and again, though we may not always agree, thank you for showing your true conservative leadership through these difficult times. You are appreciated.
Thank you, Layla. Randy Smith.
Commissioners, I wanted to thank y'all very much for convening this meeting, of course, on a regular schedule, and just wanted to stand before you as the Floyd GOP chairman and tell you how much the executive committee has, I will say, enjoyed. We have also hammered out the nominees that we have given you tonight for the election board. Wanted to thank you for your consideration. Tell you that we have carried on a lot of conversation with a lot of folks, and we've done a lot of vetting of those candidates ourselves, and we just feel like we've given you names of folks that would do very, very well on the election board. We want to thank you again for your consideration, and look forward to working with you on many issues of importance here in Floyd County as these next as certainly as this new year 2022 comes about. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you. Tommy Couch. Well, I appreciate it.
Chairman Bagby, fellow commissioners, I'm Tommy Couch from East Rome. Recently, during the public participation portion, the last meeting that we had of the commission meetings, there had been a request for this commission to vote based on the will of the people being present, either being for or against a certain item. As y'all well know, that's not the way our Floyd County government works. At the local level, the Floyd County is a county manager form with 5 council, y'all commissioners, elected at large by the citizens by all the citizens of Floyd County. You are elected based on your past leadership and your vision for the future of this county. Based on the election of the voters of Floyd County, the commissions are authorized, and not only authorized, they are required to conduct the business of Floyd County. Sometimes the people of Floyd County might agree with you. Sometimes they might disagree. It really doesn't matter that much, because you are supposed to get the input from county officials, experts, and citizens, and based on your best judgment, vote on what you feel is the best for the future of Floyd County. Also at the last commission meeting, we found out that our election board chairman had received death threats, unhinged tweets, and cyber stalking, possibly by some of the attendees of this meeting or those associated with their group. Such actions are totally unacceptable in a civil society and should be rejected by all respectful citizens of Floyd County. It is both unpatriotic and un-American. I would like one of these members of this respectful group to assure the commission that they would never allow or condone such action, and any member of their respectful group that participated in such action would be removed. Of course, if these actions are not condoned, it is admission that they support such uncivil behavior. Everyone will then realize they are not looking to support the will of the citizens of Floyd County as reflected in the election of the county commissioners and the appointment of the citizens of various boards. Thank you.
Thank you. Angela Rubino.
Angela Rubino, Floyd County. That last speaker, where's the proof of the threats? It was just hearsay at this point, so that's kind of disturbing. And that last meeting was a complete show, shenanigans, laughable. And then to call the people crazies, tyrannical tyrants. Yeah, that's uncalled for. And there was no reprimand. We got a reprimand because we brought our concerns to you, but nothing was done about that. But so be it. Election is coming up soon anyway. I'm assuming from this, you're appointing people for the election board, right? I just want to make sure that we're not in violation of Section 6 and 7 to the new legislation that was put forward. I hope they have their affidavits in place before taking these positions. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Terry Wright.
Hi, Terry Wright, Floyd County, Cave Spring, Floyd County. Unfortunately, was not able to make it to the last commission meeting. Was quite shocked to sit and watch the video afterwards. Y'all felt you could dress us down one time when we felt we had done nothing wrong. We had not been disrespectful. And yet you allowed someone, never stopped him, never commented on calling us crazies, talking about tyrannical. And my question is, who's lying? Okay, you told us, or you told some, that those pictures were taken prior to Melanie Conrad's appointment. He stood up here and told you otherwise. So obviously, from his testimony or his words to you that night, he knew and she knew before she ever took her oath what her plans were. The only thing we have been asking since June is to hold people accountable. We have brought many violations. We have brought many concerns that are probably violations. We want them looked at. We want SB 202 as it is written. We're asking again for you to request that there is an investigation on what we have brought forward to you. That's all we want. We want accountability. And I would appreciate it if you would just do the will of the people. Yes, we did elect you. I don't think we should be ignored just because we did elect you. And mainly that's our concern. We want accountability. And we want to know, okay, did she lie to you or are you lying to us? And your actions with SB 202, in my opinion, would be the answer to that. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes our public participation part of the meeting, and I will ask for a motion to approve the minutes of our November 23rd session and our November the 29th session.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wallace, second by Commissioner Waters to approve those minutes. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters? Yes. Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. We have no proclamations, special recognitions, or first readings tonight. We do have second readings and or a second reading, and I'll ask Susie Gass, our Finance Director, to please come to the podium and present our fiscal year 2022 budget.
Good evening and thank you. Our fiscal year 2022 budget includes a use of fund balance in our general fund of about $3.6 million. The major changes to our general fund for this year are an increase in salaries compared to 2021 of $2.6 million. This includes a pay plan adjustment for all employees that costs the general fund $1.4 million. Countywide, it's $1.8 million. We also included a 0 to 4% merit increase in the budget, merit increase for employees in the budget. We do budget that at 2% because of the way that we actually do those increases. They're done on the anniversary date of the employees, and so that is done throughout the year, and we won't have the full cost of that in 2022, but we will going forward. We do have some changes in positions. We also have an increase in our pension cost of $460,000 for 2022. This is about a 4% increase. We have a $1.7 million increase in our health care costs for 2022. Our estimated claims for 2022 are $8.2 million. We have an increase in our stop loss premium because of the number of people who reached the stop loss or came very close to that. This actually is an increase in the percentage of the split between the employer and the employee. Our health plan for 2022 would have needed an increase of 30% on the employees, and we could not do that and did not want to do that. So the county took on that portion. So the split now between the county and employees is 83% funded by the county and 17% funded by the employees, where we used to be 75-25. We do have an increase in the transfer to our animal control budget of $191,000. That does include a position of a full-time vet at animal control for this next year. That cost is offset by a donation from Rome for the rescues, and also some budget cuts in some of the line items are offsetting the cost of that vet. So the total net cost of the major changes in our general fund is $4.7 million for 2022. In our general fund, our revenues, our taxes are projected to increase $5.1 million. Of that, $2.5 million is property tax. That's at a 97% collection rate and a 10% increase in the digest. That is no change in the millage rate, that's just an increase in the value of the digest. We have an increase in our motor vehicle TAVT projection, and our sales tax collections are projected to be $1.6 million more than they were last year. In our transfers out to other funds, other than the things I've already mentioned, we do have, our transfer to debt service has decreased for bonds that were paid off this year. We have an increase in our transfer to recreation of $400,000, and that is to fund just current operations in recreation. And our total fund balance for, as I said, for 2022 is projected to use $3.6 million. We ended 2020 with a total fund balance of $19.2 million. Of that, $5.6 million is restricted for use. I'm projecting that our fund balance use for 2021 will be about $880,000. That means we will start 2022 with an unrestricted fund balance of about $13.2 million. Do you have any questions?
Any of the commissioners have any questions of Susie? I have one comment if we have no questions. Susie, how about telling the audience how many years our finance department has received the excellent rating that we have been so thrilled to have?
It's 30 plus years. I think we're at 34 or 35.
Great.
They all do an excellent job.
We're proud of that and proud of Susie and all her staff. They do a great job of keeping us in line and managing our accounting and keeping us straight up here too. So Susie, thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Susie, for your
Thank you.
leadership.
Thank you. If not, I would like to ask for a motion from the commission to adopt the budget. Let's close the public hearing first.
Open it first.
We'll open it first. Does anybody here, Tommy's already spoken, so I know he's out, but is anybody here that would like to participate and speak in favor of the proposed budget? Seeing none, is anyone here that'd like to speak in opposition? Seeing none, we will close the public hearing, and now I will ask for a motion from one of our commissioners to adopt the 2022 budget.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Maxey, second by Commissioner Waters. Is there any other discussion? Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. We have several resolutions tonight, and I will read each resolution. We'll have to act on these individually. The first one is to adopt a resolution of Floyd County, Georgia, to clarify the fee schedule for parking violations in parking areas governed by Floyd County, Georgia. Do we have a motion to accept that resolution?
Make a motion to accept the resolution.
Second.
Motion by Wallace, second by Hancock to accept. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Second one is to adopt a resolution of Floyd County, Georgia to update the Floyd County Hazard Mitigation Plan for 2020 to 2025.
I make a motion we adopt the plan.
Second.
Motion by Waters, second by Maxey to adopt the second resolution. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
The third resolution is to adopt a resolution by the Floyd County Board of Commissioners of Floyd County, Georgia regarding the closed of a portion of Marie Drive Southwest. Is there a motion on item 3?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Maxey, a second by Waters to approve the third resolution. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
The fourth and last resolution is adopt a resolution by Floyd County Board of Commissioners to dissolve a resolution adopted on January 12, 2021 related to payroll supplements.
Make a motion we approve.
Motion by Waters, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Wallace. This is no longer necessary because we have adopted our budget. So please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Under Chairman's report, we have a couple of three important items. The first one is to reappoint Cave Spring Mayor Rob Ware to the Rome-Floyd County Land Bank Authority for a second term. This term is to expire December 31st, 2025. Is there a motion on item one?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Wallace, second by Maxey to approve Rob Ware. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
The second item is to announce, really, because we're not ready to appoint, but to announce to the public that we do have a vacancy on the Floyd County Board of Health, and if you have an interest in that area and would like to fill out a volunteer form, we encourage you to do that. You can go to our website or contact one of our clerks, and they'll be glad to help you with that, but we'll take action on that when we have some proposals on that at a later date. The next item is to take care of some business that we've been working on for a long time, and very pleased with the response and results to a thing that's going to help us tremendously on our election board, and that's to go to a 5-member board. The law that was drafted by our legislators and approved by us, in fact, we asked for it earlier, and so did our election board, that we go to 5 members and have a different way of choosing those people than we've done in the past. So I have some announcements to make, and then I'll ask for a motion from our board. The first one I'd like to make is to appoint 2 people to serve for a 3-year term that would end in 2024, starts in this month and would end in 2024. The first person on that to be nominated, these were each nominated by the 2 parties that finished first and second in the last general election, which were the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. And the first one is Gary Stamper, and the second one on the 3-year term is Corey Townsend. So I'd like to propose those, and if we have a motion.
Do we need to do them separately, Virginia, or can we do?
You need to do the classes.
These are the
Okay,
classes.
so for this 3-year term, I make a motion, we approve the names you put forth.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Waters, second by Commissioner Wallace. Is there any discussion on this that any of the commissioners would like to make? If not, please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. The second recommendation will be for the term that would expire in 1 year, and the reason for the difference in the terms is so that we can have staggered terms from now on, which will help tremendously on having continuity with our board. And the names for the 1 year term are Ralph Davis and Pam Peters. Do I have a motion on this proposal?
Make a motion to approve the
Second.
1-year term.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wallace, second by Commissioner Maxey to approve the 2 nominees for the 1-year term. Is there any discussion? If not, please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. The nomination for the final position is our nomination from our board and not from the parties. And this party will serve a term to end in 2024 and will serve as chair of this group. Our suggestion on this is Jerry Lee.
I make a motion to approve Jerry Lee as the chair of the election board.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wallace, second by Commissioner Hancock. Any discussion? If not, please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace,
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey,
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock,
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters,
Yes.
Chair Bagby,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you very much. That was a great community effort with both parties participating, and they did a good job and gave us good nominations. We look forward to this group carrying out the duties. They will have to go through some training to start and be certified, and then they will start with their meetings just as soon after that as that can happen, probably in about 30 days. So thank you very much, both parties and all the individuals involved. Do any of the commissioners have any comments or reports you'd like to make from any of your committees or authorities that you serve on?
No, sir.
Seeing none, we'll move on. Mr. McCord, do you have anything from the manager's office?
Just briefly, I want to thank Susie and her staff for a lot of hard work. Also, our management team was heavily involved in the budget process this year. Had a lot of meetings individually and phone calls and Zoom calls about the budget. I'm excited about moving forward in 2022.
Thank you so much. Ms. Harmon, anything from the attorneys?
No report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Ms. Elrod, the consent agenda is next. Is there any comment you need to make, or is it in order?
It is in order, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Make
Make
a motion.
to approve.
Second.
Motion by Wallace, a second by Waters to approve the consent agenda. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace,
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey,
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock,
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters,
Yes.
Chair Bagby,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. There is no old business. There is some new business to take care of. Mr. McCord, I'll ask you to go through those items. I believe we have 8 items on the new business that'll take action.
Yes, sir. Item 1, consider recommendation from prison staff for a new contract detail with Floyd Solid Waste Commission effective December 6, 2021. Something we've been working on for a long time, and this will be at the cost amount $62,153.
Thank you. Is there a motion on item 1?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Waters, second by Maxey to approve item 1. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace,
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey,
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock,
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters,
Yes.
Chair Bagby,
Yes.
motion carries.
Might add that contract's going to do a little additional work around the landfill and on the roads leading to the landfill, which I think will make a lot of folks in the area very happy. Item number 2, consider recommendation from EMA on antenna renewal agreement for iWhisper LLC on the Shannon Tower. This will be our 3rd installment with iWhisper.
Thank you. Any questions on item 2? Do we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Wallace, second by Commissioner Hancock, who was responsible for putting the towers up. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace,
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey,
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock,
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters,
Yes.
Chair Bagby,
Yes.
motion carries.
Item 3, consider recommendation from purchasing to approve bid for audiovisual and lighting contract for the Forum Outdoor Parks and Recs events to Parker Systems LLC. They were the lowest and most responsible bidder.
Thank you. Do we have a motion on item 3?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Maxey, a second by Waters to approve item 3. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace,
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey,
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock,
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters,
Yes.
Chair Bagby,
Yes.
motion carries.
Item 4, consider recommendation from Parks and Recreation to accept quote for Multi-Craft Construction to relocate building to the Etowah driving range in the amount of $59,000 even. This is actually in the 22 budget, will be expended in the 22 budget, but we need to issue a PO before the end of the year based on lead time and some prep work that needs to be done in advance. This is part of our public-private partnership with Golf for Less.
Thank you. Do we have a motion on item 4?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Waters, second by by Wallace, second by Waters, to approve item 4. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 5, consider recommendation from purchasing to approve a contract with Lowe's Design for consulting services for the development of a 10-year master plan for the Rome Floyd Parks and Recreation Department in the amount of $118,500. This will be funded by Floyd County, City of Rome, and City of Cave Springs based on loss percentages pending their final approval.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion on item 5?
Make a motion to approve.
Second?
Motion by Waters, second by Wallace, to approve item 5. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And item 6, consider a recommendation from airport staff to approve an ARPA contract from the Georgia Department of Transportation to RMG in the amount of $59,000 even.
Thank you. Is there a motion on item 6?
Make a motion to approve.
Second?
Motion by Maxey, second by Wallace, to approve item 6. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And item 7, consider approval of the amended Floyd County pay scale in conjunction with the FY22 budget that was in your packet, and that addresses the resolution that you undid earlier from last year.
Thank you. Is there a motion on item 7?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Wallace, second by Waters, to approve item 7. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
On item 8, unbeknownst to her, but I'm going to ask Ms. Harmon to take over and ask for action on the election of officers. So we'll open the floor for the election of officers for 2022.
I'll first get the mic close enough. All right, so our agenda includes consideration of the appointment of the 2022 chair and vice chair. I suppose we should take up the position of vice chair first and would open the floor for nominations for vice chair.
I make a motion to nominate Allison Waters as vice chair.
Second.
We've had a motion and second. Is there any discussion? So we'll call the question.
Ms. Elrod?
We'll call the question for a vote.
Sorry, not used to that term. Commissioner Wallace?
That's what I'm telling you, we can't hear that side sometimes.
What? You need
I
to
said
call
we
the
can't
roll.
hear you sometimes. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
We need
yeah,
to call the
Commissioner
roll
Wallace?
for the vote.
Yeah.
We need to call the roll for the vice chair.
She is.
Commissioner Wallace?
You can't hear. It's the
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
No. It's okay, yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. We'll open the floor for nominations for the 2022 chair of the Floyd County Commission.
I make a motion, we nominate Wright Bagby for chair for 2022.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? There being no discussion, we'll call the question to a vote.
I'm ready this time. Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
My wife is out of town, or there would have been a no vote up here in a hurry. Thank you very much. We'll do our best to continue to serve the community, and this commission is a pleasure to work with. Even when we don't see things the same way, we end up unified with whatever the action is, and it's a unique pleasure for some groups, and it's the everyday happening for our group, so I appreciate that. In our executive session tonight, we went into executive session to discuss one personnel matter and a property matter, and no action was taken.
Clarification, Mr. Chair. It's not technically a personnel matter, but according to So we entered into executive session for potential acquisition of property as well as in accordance with OCGA 50-14-3B2 for a meeting to deliberate upon the appointment of a public official, mainly the Board of Elections.
Thank you for correcting me. So anyway, no action was taken on either of those items in executive session. Is there any other business come before the group?
I would like to mention, I know Rhonda mentioned the loss of Fred Taylor to our community, but I'd also like to mention that we lost Bill Carestes last week. And Bill came to every one of our commission meetings, sat through caucus, and just gave back to this community in many ways. And his loss is palpable to his family and his friends.
2021 certainly has been full of a lot of losses, and we need to really count our blessings. But this is our last meeting of this year, so I hope each and every one of you have a Merry Christmas, and we will expect to see each of y'all in January, so y'all keep coming to our meetings. We like seeing people here. Thank you.
And right, I want to echo that last part, what Rhonda said. Thank you for the feedback and being an active participant in our meetings. You know, I've sat here for 7 years and we've had budget hearings. I've never had anybody come up to any of the budget meetings or anything. So I've said this 100 times, you know, this is a public forum. You have the floor to speak your mind. So, you know, rather than go on social media, come up here and let's address any issues or concerns that you might have. And also want to say happy birthday, Layla. She came up here on her birthday today.
Oh,
Thank you, Layla. We love you, Layla.
And I'd also just like to publicly thank our police department who come every meeting
Yes,
and
thank
keep
you,
keep
Mark.
our rooms safe and keep, yeah.
Y'all can stay standing because we're fixing to adjourn. So thank you very much, and I appreciate all of you and appreciate our law enforcement people. It's the kind of community we live in. We don't have any effort to defund anybody. Thank you very much. We are adjourned.